Hello everyone, welcome to the Dreamy DET channel. Today we are going to talk about the question type of read and complete in the Duolingo English Test, which influences two subscores, comprehension and literacy. It asks us to fill in the blanks of unfinished words in a passage. It looks pretty similar to the fill in the blank and word completion puzzles on magazines. However, they are totally different stories. Here are 3 things you need to know before we do some practice together. First of all, remember, this question type is called read and complete, which means the end of this question is to test not only your vocabulary, but also your reading ability. So the very first thing we need to do is reading the context, especially the first and final sentences. There are many clues hidden in these parts, such as the topic words, the tense, and the attitude of the writer. Without reading and understanding the context, we may lose the big picture of the passage and may end up with getting a lower score. More importantly, some words in the first and final sentences are actually the answers of the blanks you will need to fill in. The second thing you need to know is that only American spelling is accepted, especially for those of you who are already used to British spelling rules. You need to get familiar with American spelling conventions. For example, American English typically drops the U in words that ends in OR, such as color, favor, and honor. Another example is that American English often uses a single L instead of double L in words like traveling, canceling, and jewelry. This really matters in read and complete because the number of the blanks of each word is fixed. The last thing that you need to do is proofreading. When you review your completed blanks, it's crucial to check if the word you've placed makes sense in the context of the passage. Also, if the passage discusses a historical event in the past tense, make sure the completed words are also in the past tense. Now, let me show you one practice made by a student of mine before. There are a few mistakes here. You can pause the video and try to spot them. Now, let's review the answer. As you can see, the first mistake is the word house. Please take note that when using the word house, it typically pairs with in instead of at. Some students might also fill in homes, but that is not appropriate here, as we don't require the plural form. Now, let's look at the next mistake, these. I would say many of you may make the same mistake as him, so let's proofread this sentence. She is going to be at the hotel for these days. In that sentence, we don't actually need the preposition for. So if we fill in these, the sentence should be like, she is going to be at the hotel these days. That's why the answer is 3 here. The last mistake this student made is the word drive. We can see that the subject of this sentence is she, which is third person singular. This requires to add an S at the end of the verb. So the correct form is drives. However, it has 3 blanks only, so we need to turn it to the past tense, drove. Now, did you find the tips helpful? With the correct way to practice read and complete, you can achieve higher scores in your Duolingo English test. If you would like to learn more valuable tips for DET preparation, just subscribe to our Dreamy DET channel. You can also explore our website at www.dreamydet.com to do more DET question practice. Good luck everyone, and see you next time!